So in today's video, we are going to be using the Morphe 35G Bronze Goals palettes. When they posted this a couple weeks ago on their Instagram, I instantly was like attracted to it. These shades are just so me, and I haven't bought a Morphe palette in a while, basically since the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, which it's been some time since that came out, so I decided to purchase this palette. Not that I need any more palettes because I have more than enough eyeshadow to last 10 lifetimes, but you know, I'm addicted to makeup, so of course I had to get it. I really love the packaging on this. It's different than their standard black packaging. But yeah, it's really, really beautiful. I decided to go with more of a simple look. If you know me, you know I like more detailed, colorful looks. However, I know not everybody's into that. So I decided to keep it more on the simple side and do something that a lot of people can at least try and make it a little bit more easy for the average person. You know, I know not everybody that watches me is a makeup artist and likes the super detailed look, so we went more simple, and then I paired it with this really, really pretty bright coral lip, and I love this look. I feel like this is going to be my go-to look for spring and summer because I'm just feeling it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, so let's get started on this eye. So I am going to prep my eye using the Jouer, what is this called? The Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Creme Brulee. This is a great concealer for eyeshadow base. If you like to use concealers as eyeshadow bases, I feel like this one is really nice because it dries down to a soft matte, so it doesn't stay like super tacky or anything like that. I usually do set it anyways, but if you're gonna use a concealer as an eyeshadow base, I recommend using something that's not really tacky and something that's gonna kind of dry down a bit. Otherwise it can get kind of messy when applying your eyeshadow. And by the way, I'm wearing a shirt. It's just like an off-the-shoulder shirt. So I'm just gonna take my MAC 252S, and I'm just going to spread out that product. I tried to keep the look pretty simple today. You guys know me, well, not everybody, but if you've been subscribed to me for a while and follow me on Instagram, you know I like to do more like detailed looks and more colorful looks. Not all the time, but that's definitely the kind of makeup I really enjoy doing. And I decided to just keep it more on the simple side today, just to make it easier for people that maybe are new to makeup or don't really know a lot about makeup. So I'm now going to take a pressed powder. This is just the ColourPop pressed powder, and I'm just going to run this on top of the eyeshadow base just to kind of set it in place. Okay, so now I'm going to take this color here, which is called Sandy. It's just a matte, nice light brown, perfect as a transition shade. So I'm going to be taking my Morphe M505, which is just a blending brush, and I'm going to take that color and just apply it through my crease. Don't forget to knock off the excess, guys. You don't want to be going in directly with your brush with all this extra product on it because it can get a little bit messy. So it's always good to just tap your brush a little bit just to kind of knock off extra powder. So I'm just applying this through the crease, kind of wiggling my brush back and forth up towards the brow. Now I'm going to take this color right here, which is Deserted, and honestly it's very similar to the first shade. It's just a little bit different. It's just like a smidge darker, so I'm just going to take that color and just kind of run it through my crease as well. Now with a more dense blending brush, I'm going to be taking the M433, and I'm going to be taking this color here, which I believe is called Naked. Yeah, I think it's called Naked. Not Naked, but Naked. So anyways, it's basically just a nice warm brown. So I'm just going to put that on my brush. And I'm just gonna apply this, focusing it on the outer corner of the eye, just kind of wiggling it back and forth, and then slowly bringing it into the inner corner. Once I've kind of laid down majority of the product, then I'll kind of work it in the inner corner. Now taking the M513, I'm just going to go back in with some of the transition shades and just kind of blend this out. Now I'm just going to take the P. Louise eyeshadow base. You can use concealer or any kind of tacky base, but I'm going to slightly cut my crease. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I just want to kind of put down a tacky product, so when I go in with the eyeshadow for the lid, it's going to be a little bit more bright and vibrant. So I noticed that this color right here, So Golden, this is the color that we're going to be putting on our lid, and then we're also going to be adding Soul. I noticed it works better if you use your finger. I don't know, I guess I'd have to play around with some different types of brushes, but it's one of those shimmery shades that doesn't go on the best with a brush. I feel like you have to put more work into it. Now the unfortunate thing is I have long nails, clearly, so me applying eyeshadow with my finger can be a little bit difficult, especially when I'm trying to be a little bit more precise. It's just hard to really get into certain areas, so I do have to use a little brush as well, but I'm gonna go in first with my finger. So this is what the shade looks like, by the way. It's really, really pretty, as you can see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply that right on the eyeshadow base. Now taking this brush here, which is the M213, which is a really tiny little brush, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of the So Golden color and just kind of get it right towards the edge of that eyeshadow base that we use by P. Louise. Because obviously it's kind of hard for me to get in there with my finger. So this is what the color Soul looks like, if you're wondering. And if you're also wondering what these dark spots are on my fingers, I do spray tanning. I'm a mobile spray tanner, and sometimes I get spray tan on my hands when I'm spray tanning other clients. I try to wear gloves just so I don't get it on my hands, but sometimes when I'm transferring the products into the machine, it gets on my hands, so it is what it is. But I'm just going to take the Soul color on the small little brush here, and I'm just going to apply that on the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with the Naked color, and I'm just going to mesh these two areas together, like the area where the shimmer stops and goes into the matte. Oh my god, my aunt just texted me. I have a bunch of family in North Carolina, and she just sent me a picture, and it's 74 degrees out. Really? It is 55 degrees here in New Jersey, so that's like a little treat for us, but I wish it was 74. Anyways, moving on, we are going to take the, hold on, I keep having to like put the thing, I keep having to put this back on because I don't remember the name of the eyeshadows. Okay, so we're going to take this color here, which is called Glow On. It's really, really, really beautiful. I'm just going to take that on my finger again. And I'm just going to work that right on top of the So Golden color, just to make it pop a little bit more. gonna take Equator and Burnt. So Equator is more of like a cool tone plummy brown, and Burnt is more of like a warmer plummy. It's actually very similar, it's just deeper and has a little bit more of a plum color to it. It also has little sparkles throughout, but you don't really see the sparkles when you apply the shade. So I'm gonna use those two shades as like my eyeliner. So I'm just using a little angled brush and I'm just going to apply that at my lash line. And then I'm going to take the same two shades, but I'm going to take this brush right here, which is the JH40. It's from the Jaclyn Hill collection. It's just a little tapered blending brush. And I'm going to apply those two shades on the outer corner of my eye. This is just going to deepen it up a little bit. Okay, now to stick with the bronze theme, I'm going to be taking MAC Teddy eyeliner. This is just a bronze eyeliner. It's one of my favorites actually. I just feel like it always makes my eyes pop. So I'm just going to apply this in the waterline. And I'm just going to stick with the angled brush and I'm just going to apply those two shades that we just applied in the outer corner. And I'm just going to work this on the lash line. And now I'm going to take the Naked color. I feel so weird saying that. Naked. I don't know. I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to apply that color right underneath the colors we just applied. I live for warm browns on my lower lash line. I just feel like it really makes my eyes pop. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the inner corner. So I'm going to take the Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in Disco, but I'm only going to be using the cream portion of it. So if you're not familiar with these, they have a cream base and then a pigment underneath, but I'm only going to use the cream base just because I want something a little bit sticky on the inner corner just to let the eyeshadows kind of stick. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner. I'm going to take the color Soul first, which we used before, and then I'm going to take the color Glare, which is the first one in the palette. But I want to get that Soul color down first before I apply the Glare. I feel like this So Golden color would also look really pretty on the inner corner. I don't know about you guys, but I always feel like my look is not complete unless I have an inner corner highlight. Like, I can't do a look without highlighting my inner corner. I know not everybody's into it, but I just can't. Like, I've tried not doing it, and even when I'm doing like a no makeup day, I still highlight the inner corner of my eye. Like, to me, it just makes a big difference, and I've been doing it since I started wearing makeup, so like, I have to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my eyelash sealer. So this is for eyelash extensions. If you have eyelash extensions, I definitely recommend getting something like this. This is the Minky's True Black Sealer. It's basically just like a very liquidy product, and you just apply it on your lashes when you do your makeup, or like, I think you could do it, I don't think it has to be just when you do your makeup, but basically you want to apply this at least once or twice a day when you have eyelash extensions, and it just seals your lashes with the extensions. So it's supposed to like make them last a little bit longer. I don't know if that's actually true, but of course I'm going to apply some mascara. And I just got this in my Ipsy bag. It's the Seraphine Botanicals Curl Imperial Mascara. I don't know. I kind of use any mascara for my lower lash line. So now that the eyes are done, it's time for lips. And I was gonna do like a nude lip as usual, but I decided to do a bright red. So I feel like these kind of colors go well with bronzy looks. So I'm gonna be using the Dose of Colors and I Love Sarahi collection. It is the shade Fresa, and it's basically just like a bright red. So hopefully I like it. I'm going to be using the Morphe lip liner in Mina to line my lips. In so long. Ooh, it's like really bright. I like it. So I actually am loving this lip color. Oh my god, I love it. I'm going to Europe this summer and I just see myself like sun-kissed with my hair all naturally curly, really glowy skin, simple eyes, and this lip. Like I just envision it and I'm living for it. Alright you guys, so that is it for this look. I really hope you enjoyed. Overall, I do really like this palette. I definitely feel like if you are somebody that loves warm colors and likes a lot of shimmery shades, then you would really like this. The shimmers are, I will say this, the shimmers are very tightly pressed into the pans. I don't know if it's just my palette or everybody's palette, but they are very firmly pressed, which means sometimes when eyeshadows are too firmly pressed, it's kind of hard to get their pigment. It doesn't mean that they're not pigmented. It's just kind of hard to get some pigmentation because they're so firmly pressed. It's like they're kind of just packed in there. Where if an eyeshadow is a little bit loosely pressed, it's easier to get some of the product up onto your brush or your finger. So I will say that. That's why I feel like these work better with fingers, because they are so tightly pressed, so it's kind of hard with a brush to kind of get some of the product up. So that would be like the only con I have, but overall I think all the shades are really beautiful. I definitely will be using this again, and again and again and again. Like, I really do like it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next video.